Left to right, 15, 20,000 of a crowd, and the first big test for Scotland. It's back loose, the Argentinians have it just outside the 22. This pack takes it on again, Lobby in there, Pichot waiting, and Pichot has it back, playing two standoffs. Contepomi gets taken, just outside the 22 now. Ledesma in there with the maul. This is Argentinian rugby, right in front of the post. And the ball goes left. Bauza. Pichot. Contepomi. Contepomi brought down. Penalty to Scotland.
Well, 6 phases and a penalty to Scotland, so a turnover by Argentina, but early indications of how they're going to play this game, trying to keep it very, very tight, take on the Scots up front. There's a penalty going over the top there.
And there's Dan Parks, wins his 17th cap today. He scored 2 tries, the Glasgow player. And this is where we see if Frank Howden's system comes into operation. Plays very, very wide. The Argentinians have turned over though. Bauza goes. Pichot. Todeschini. Contepomi. This is Felipe Contepomi from Leinster. Argentina in attack. Hernandez. Aramburu, the Biarritz player there, just inside the Scots. This is Scotland under pressure. Pichot. Todeschini. Durand. Pichot. It's all Argentina. Todeschini. Contepomi with the kick through. Oh, it's taken by Hernandez. Just short, pops it up. Good pressure from Scotland this. Up to the halfway line now. Argentina though keep possession, hunting down that short side. This is one of their strengths too. Ledesma winning his 50th cap. Pichot. Todeschini.
Well, good defence by Scotland, but they really had a get out of jail free card earlier on. It was a lovely little grubber through there, and the bounce just popped up. It was a question of inches, but great Scottish defence, and then the bounce going the right way, allowing Mike Blair to clear his lines. Scotland haven't really seen much of the ball so far.
Dougie Hall to throw in. 3.5 minutes gone. Hamilton off the top. Blair to Parks. De Rollo. Patterson very wide. Has Lamont outside him. It's a knock on. Called by Mr. Dika. Well, that was the attempt to go wide, David. And a knock-on wide. There's an Argentinian player down injured, and Mr. Dika just calls for the time.
Well, I think Doddy was mentioning in the pre-match build-up that the Argentines would have liked some rain. It's not surprising. Early indications that Scotland very keen to move it wide. Just a little bit of miscommunication there between Chris Patterson and Rory Lamont. But I think that's what Scotland got to do. They've got to spread it wide. They've got to tire out this big, tight five of Argentina, stretch them from side to side, and hope that the gaps will begin to appear. Interesting, the hooker not able to get his strike in there, Ledesma. Ball just running through. Good Scottish pressure early on.
Well, there are stories that Roncero, the loose head prop, far side of the scrum, has had a back problem all season. 2 years at Gloucester, remember Ledesma too. Pichot. Well, penalty to the Argentinians. Pichot then with the quick one finds Felipe Contepomi. Well, the Argentinians, you have to say, are taking it to Scotland in these first 4 or 5 minutes, and they have a penalty just outside the 22, slap bang in front of the posts.
Well, it's interesting, Pichot taking the quick penalty there. I thought that was very much in a kickable position anyway, but obviously wanting to dictate the pace of the game. And then Ali Hogg it is, coming in from the side in front of the back foot of that breakdown. Quick thinking by Pichot though.
Well, there's Jason White, who has plenty to think about. And the kick to be taken by Federico Torricini from Béziers. He's already scored 17 penalties. Just his 6th cap, slap bang in front of the post. Gently prods that one right between the uprights. And Argentina are first on the scoreboard here at Murrayfield.
Argentina's penalty was by number 10.
3-0.
And if one's honest, deserved. They've had all the pressure.
Fernandez Lobby with that shaved head. Juan Fernandez Lobby plays in Argentina. Pichot back to Torricini. This is a very efficient partnership. And so far, the Scots aren't seeing the ball, David, are they? It's not coming their way.
Well, they didn't start off terribly well. They didn't claim the very first kickoff, and from that point, Argentina have really had all the ball. They've got to get their set pieces going. Here's a good first opportunity.
Hamilton takes. Dwight's in there. Murray at the back. Now, with all the talk of moving this ball round, will they try to take this big Argentinian pack on? That's what they're doing. The dark blue jerseys in there as Roncero tries to wheel them into touch. Murray, Parks to Henderson. Henderson has De Rollo with him. And this is the attempt to set up a maul in front of the posts. One of Edinburgh's tactics. They set up a maul from Mike Blair's inside pass. And the Scots getting this crowd going at last.
Well, Simon Taylor and Roncero introducing themselves to each other in a very pleasant way.
And there's Simon Taylor, 39th cap today. Player of the season way back in 2003. He's been the first choice every time except for injuries.
And I think this Scottish back row has a really nice balance to it. I think Alistair Hogg's really impressed me in the Scottish jersey in the time that he's been playing for Scotland. Simon Taylor, if he can return to some of the form, and Jason White, just as he said earlier on, leads by example. But they really need a platform from their front five.
And the Argentinians are lined right across this pitch. Thrown long, Hogg's on it in a flash. Finds Taylor. Scottish packer in. Blair to Parks. De Rollo up to the halfway line. It's being spread wide again. Henderson finds Hogg. Hogg has Dougie Hall with him, goes back inside to Henderson. Blair, Parks. Parks elects to boot. Finds Leonelli. Just spills it. Leonelli though finds touch. And the Scots trying to go side to side but finding no way through. Wingers were up, they had to kick.
Yes, I don't think Parks communicated to his outside backs that he was going to kick. They could have been a lot flatter there. But I think when you're playing this wide game, you've got to be patient. You've got to be prepared to hold the ball up, play it out of the tackle and be patient. The gaps will come. And it's unreasonable to expect you to sort of find the gaps in the first 10 minutes of the match. It's going to be the last 10 minutes of the match that the gaps are going to come.
Well, there's Parks, and he knows that away out to his left, he has both Lamont brothers on the same wing. The right wing is across on the left wing beside his brother. Parks, it's a bad pass, finds Patterson. Patterson through the gap. De Rollo protects. Taylor. Blair. The Argentinians are slowing this ball up well. It's a turnover. Pichot over the head of Lammert, and this is the danger of wide play too, David. It's hard to retain the ball.
Well, that's right. When you do go to ground, you've got to have